We're doing another high school event, which is this time the London will be participating in the BAC track meet. This is one of the final meets of the season, which may determine who gets to go to the finals, the semifinals, and so on and so forth. So we don't have too much information on these kids, but bear with us. We'll do the best job we can, and just hang right in there and watch these kids tear them up. Okay, Carl, take her down. On the discus, I think he's new at this. You say foul? I'm not able to see, so I have to go on what Carl tells me. So if I'm telling you wrong, I'm telling you what Carl tells me. Okay. Okay. London. Let me see if I can find him. Getting ready to get a long jumper here from London. 608, is that his number? 808. 808, okay. Where's the long jump at? It's kind of hard to do this long jump, Carl, when they're not giving us any measurements. We don't know how long they are, and they're going to do all the field events today. Was that Clerk? Roger Clerk. They're getting ready to take his, I believe, his first attempt at the long jump. By the way, the field events will be completed today on this trip today, so we'll do the best we can. He kind of went off behind, pretty good ways behind the line, didn't he? Once again, we don't have any measurements from up here, so we'll just give you the finals at the end of the meet as to how far different people jumped. We'd also like to get Wes, Jeff, and Jonathan Alder in on this as much as I can. I don't know a lot of these kids, but as much as I can, I will give them as much PR as possible. Pole vault. We don't have a height there, Carl. And he clears it.
Of the starting height, whatever that is.
Is that what that is, the starting height?
The starting height, whatever that is.
I can't see from here.
You got it. Don't give up.
Keep it going. Once again, we draw your attention to the long jump as we have Roger Clerk from London, number 808, going for another attempt. This Clerk he's got some wheels, and I'm pretty sure wheels has a lot to do with how far you can get off, as long as you hit the board right. Looked like a pretty good jump from here, Carl. They're measuring. I thought he fouled there for a second. And once again, we're still on the long jump, focusing on, what's his first name? Justin Hodge.
Orange, here we go.
Yeah, and if we can get the camera turned around in time. Okay, we picked up Hodge, pretty decent jump. And we'll draw your attention to the discus throw. I believe we have Drew Dwyer. He's from London also. As you all know, Drew was a superstar in football this year. Already has his college picked out. He's gone to. And here we go. Looked like a good one. Oh, he sent that one sailing. That's about 150, 155. I think the farthest marker is 160. Let me see. I can see. I got my glasses here.
Good.
That's about 158 feet. The gun you heard in the background is a 3,200 meter relay. That's the East Division. We're more interested in the West Division. Okay, Carl. He's making another attempt. I believe the last attempt was about 156. That one is probably, I'd say, about 153. About 153 feet on that last one. We'll draw your attention to the discus throw. I believe we have Drew Dwyer once again.
Just spit on the disc.
Say spit on the disc and make it slide off his hands quicker. We're right in the middle of the East Division 3,200 meter relay.
Drew's dad over there watching.
Yeah, I'm sure PJ's around. And he gets the throw. Where are we going? A little short. That throw's about 142, 141 feet.
Is that unofficial or is that official?
That's official. through the field glasses. Well, the line right in front of us is 140 feet, so you figure about 1.5 feet, 2 foot. As London.
Last attempt, I think.
I believe it's the last attempt for McClellan. He cleared it last time. Oh, he didn't even get up vertical.
He's not very happy.
Nope, he's not too happy. Pay attention to the 3,200 meter girls relay. And once again, we don't have any names, but I believe that's London. London's in the red. They're taking off with the lead. We'll try to stay with you. This is a pretty long race, so we'll stay with you and give you the exchanges and the final if we keep up with it. The final lap, that is. I don't even see anybody from London to ask who these girls are. We don't have any names for the, I guess that's the only one, mainly the 400 meter relay and the 3,200 meter relay. We don't have names for them.
We got 2 laps here.
London's got about a 15-yard lead. I'm calling it yards. Wish I could tell who that is. Get a close-up of her, Carlos. Did you make one? Maybe that'll help. We get a close-up of their face when they come by, and people who will see them will know who they are. Lap for the first runner, and that's Andrea Wilson. Gets a nice lead for London, and I still haven't found out who she's handing off to. I'll go find that out in just a second.
guy who's down at the high jump.
Still got her. And that handoff went to Shanna Ryan, who seems to be stretching the lead for London. This could be a runaway for London in this event here. I understand the girls have a pretty good team. I've been watching the papers on some of the stuff they're doing, and they got some pretty quick girls. Really, a lot of good athletes, which seems to be a tradition at London. Okay, and we'll pick this up, Carl. And Shanna Ryan's second lap, and they've closed the gap. Who is that closing that gap, Carl? That Bexley? Or Washington Courthouse? And we got a good clean exchange. I believe it's Lana Matheson is the runner now. That big long lead didn't mean a whole lot, did it? See if I can figure out who that is trying to catch him. I could have given you the splits, and I didn't think about that.
Call, East Boys 3,200 meter relay. Second call, East Boys 3,200 meter relay.
Oh. London's being overtaken for first place there. It's going to be a struggle down this when it comes down the front stretch here.
This is the first lap.
Do we usually save the best for last?
Be my fault.
Where'd she go?
People.
Jess, you want to go tell them they better get out there?
And the girls look like they're out for a stroll in the park there. Dress your attention back to the pole vault. Long jump, okay. We got Roger Clerk back. And he's on the runway. Here we go. Looked like he might have fouled. I think they got a foul that time, Carl. And just pick up the race as they come around. London was overtaken by, I think that's Grandview, Carl. Yeah. Grandview's taking the lead in the race right now, and they got about a 30-meter lead. And our last runner, who is Jennifer Lawhorn, she has quite a bit to pick up here. Has 2 laps to do it in. Right now we're running a time of 7:54. The best time, by the way, with the girls was 1994. London in a 10:04.
First call, West
with a team of Alicia Hastings, Dusty Owens, Jennifer Lawhorn,
First call, West
and
Boys,
Kathy Gages.
meter relay.
So this Lawhorn, she ran on that team that was that holds the record for the BAC meet.
I'm on Hodge right now.
And we're picking up Hodge. Hodge makes his second or third attempt, and it's a clean jump. Doesn't look like he got too much out of it. Sometimes it's kind of hard, Carl, after going to the Jesse Owens meet and seeing these superstars, all Americans, all universe, just tearing up Jack, and you come and watch these kids who are just learning, you're saying, what's happening here? And London is in a comfortable second in the 3,200 meter with Jennifer Lawhorn. As we pick up the end of the race here, 3,200 meter relay, Bexley's going to, Grandview's going to win this one going away. And Jennifer Lawhorn is coming in for London. The winning time is 10:19, and London will clock in at 10:28.3 to get a second place. Dwyer is on the line. Let's see where they spot that at. I think they're saying he fouled.
Yeah, he stepped across his line.
Yeah. He's had 2 or 3 better than that, Carl. Draw your attention to the West Division boys 3,200 meter relay. And Carl, I'll have you go ahead and start the race when they start, and I'll walk down here and see if I can get some names of the runners.
First call, East Girls, 100 meter hurdle. First call, East Girls, 100 meter hurdle. The boys West Division finals in the 30.
And starting off for London will be Mike Artis. We also have Grandview, Bexley, Jonathan Alder, West Jeff, and Washington Courthouse in this race.
Here are the finalists in the boys long jump. Brad Anders, Licking Valley. Steve Gregory, Licking Valley. Jerry Simpson.
Mike Artis of London is in lane 1.
Danny Whippler.
As it's showing right now, he's
Josh Goodson.
advancing to the lead.
And Randy Newman.
Mike runs cross country and does a very good job of it. Also want to make mention that West Jeff started their track program up again this year. Marty Canivas, who was a coach years ago in London, that really got London's track program back on track and to a leading potential, has taken over the reins at West Jeff. And I tell you what, I'm looking for big things out of Mark because he's one heck of a coach. As on the first lap, Artis is in 3rd place for London. Roger Clerk made it to the finals in the long jump. And we're coming down the first lap. Some exchanges here. London's still in 3rd at a 2:12 for Artis's run. Artis's leg of it was 2:12. Our runner for London now is Tyler Hamilton. Tyler played basketball. I think he played football. So he's probably a three-sport athlete. Tyler's gaining some ground there on his first lap here. It takes 2 laps per person to make a leg. How'd you like that, Carl? Thought I didn't know that, didn't you? And Tyler's picking up some precious ground as he just passed Jonathan Alder runner. Bexley, I believe, is out in front. With
the results of the boys
about 30-meter lead.
Discus, 6th place, Seth Hatfield.
Where we at? It looks like Bexley just kind of run off of this one there, didn't it, Carl? Hand off by Hamilton. He looked like he was just a little bit tired there. Brian Elliott, next runner for London.
Second call for the East Girls 100-meter hurdle. Second call, East Girls 100-meter hurdle.
Talking about Dwyer?
Huh? Yeah, I just wanted to make mention that Drew Dwyer, that is, won 1st place in the discus with a throw of 154 feet and 9 inches. Way to go, Drew. He'll probably take his talents in the track on to college too. I think he's been winning this quite a few years, hasn't he, Carl? Yeah. London is usually wins this meet. And here comes Brian Elliott with his final lap Hands off to Sean Freed. Brian brought it in at 6:43. And I tell you what, Bucks is going to win this before we get one lap in, Carl, of the last runner.
First call, West girls, 100-meter hurdles. First call, West girls, 100-meter hurdles.
It's just entirely too much to make up. There's no way we can tell the distance here, okay, is there? Here comes your Bexley runner heading across the... He's got one more lap to finish out his leg. He's almost a half a track ahead of everybody. London, and then we got Jonathan Alder, and I believe Washington Courthouse. Hey, West Jeff has moved up. They were running in last place for a long time. They've moved up to 5th. And last place will be Grandview.
Come on, Dave, you can get him, let's go!
Win, and he's going to do it under 8:30, 8:28.6. As we pick up the London runner coming around the final turn. Sean Freed. London's going to get a second out of this. Jonathan Alder will pick up a third. They're trying to get Sean to really come on with a strong finish. I can hear people hollering, come on, Sean. Sean's going to end up with a 8:58.1. London had an 8:58.1 in that. Here, can West Jeff hold it? Come on, West Jeff, you do it for Madison County. West Jeff ends up with 5th place. All right. That's still, I tell you, these are first-year runners, I think. I'm pretty sure they are, and I tell you, to get a 5th place is something. Because you just don't learn how to run track overnight.
Oh, yeah.
For
110-meter hurdles. Final
girls,
call, West girls, 100-meter hurdles.
Girls West 100-meter hurdles. And in Heat 1, we have Julia Tuggia from Jonathan Alder, Brooke Robinson from Washington Courthouse, Crystal Strobel from London, who we'll pick them up right here.
Julie Tugga, Jonathan Alder, Brooke Robinson, Washington Courthouse. Lane 3, Crystal Strobel, London. Lane 4, Sarah Tappan, Bexley. Lane 5, Shanna Ireson, Grandview. Lane 6, Jessica McCoy, West Jefferson.
And the record is held right now by Crystal Strobel of London.
Results of the East Boys
with a time of
in 5th
16.
place, Licking Valley. 4th place, Olentangy. 3rd place, Lakewood. 2nd place, Utica. 1st place, Big Walnut.
This Crystal Strobel is in lane 3. We'll be watching London in lane 3. And in lane 6, you got Jessica McCoy from West Jeff. And Jonathan Alder's Julia, and sorry if I say her name wrong, Julia Tuggia. Tugya. Those are the 3 ones we're kind of watching for in Madison County area for this cable cast. I see Strobel's down, and we got somebody got a false start. How many false starts we did get now? 1? None? That's bad news. Because I tell you what, when this false start could very well put your best runner out of the race.
They never put anybody out.
Nobody went out then, huh? I think I see one empty rack on number 5.
Yeah.
Number 5's empty. Who would be Grandview, Shanna Ireson.
Right.
Just notice London has a stand-up. They don't start Yeah, she's down. And we got a good start here, and here we come. Here comes Strobel. She is smoking. I told you that girl was smooth. She'll run away with him. Watch this. Get her close up on her, Carl. Watch her clear that last hurdle. And she get a time of 15.7.
Results of the 3200
and here comes
girls West Division in 6th place.
If
West
that's
Jefferson,
right, Carl, that is another record.
4th place Washington Courthouse. 3rd place Bexley. 2nd place London. 1st place Grandview. Time of 10 minutes 19 and 3/10 seconds.
Yeah, if that's right, she just could very well set a record there.
Break her own record.
Break her own. Her last time, I believe,
The second heat of the 100 hurdles. Lane 1,
16 even.
Kalush, Jonathan Alder. Lane 2, Rachel Miller Bexley. Lane 3, Christy Johnson, London. Lane 4, Sherry Skelton, West Jefferson. Lane 5, Carrie Snyder, Washington Courthouse. Lane 6, Reagan Ryan, Grandview.
And we're getting ready for the second heat of the 100-meter high hurdles. And for London, we have Christy Johnson.
200-meter relay for girls.
Jonathan Alder has Katie Pollock.
5th place, Utica.
And West Jeff has Sherry
4th
Sheldon.
place, Licking Valley. 3rd place, Lakewood. 2nd place, Olin Tangi. 1st place, Big Walnut. Time, 10 minutes, 1 and 4/10 seconds. Team of Heidi Kabler, Jackie Horace, Stephanie Rigsby, Jamie Horace.
We're looking for Strobel to go to the, if she stays on stride and doesn't panic when the big race comes, we're looking for her to go to the state this year. She's been on track, from what the girls tell me, to go to state the last 2 seasons, and then she gets to the big races, and being young as she was, she would kind of choke up.
West Division,
She don't look, I didn't see any choking today. And once again, like the second heat, Christy Johnson is in lane 3 for London. Lane 1, Katie Pollock from Jonathan Alder. And from West Jeff is Sherry Sheldon. She's in lane 4. So 3 and 4 and 1 are the lanes you want to focus on if you're from Madison County. They're down. Good start, and here we go. And London's got the leaders at the moment, Christy Johnson, and she's going to win this if she keeps going. Christy Johnson's got a good race going for her. West Jeff is running about a 5th. And here we go at a time of 17.7. 17.7. And that was Christy Johnson. So London took
Hurdle crew.
both spots in the
110-meter hurdles for boys.
100-meter hurdles for girls. Get a quick shot of them. This girls track team, Carl, I think they've been winning quite a few matches this year. Whenever they had a chance to have the weather to be on their side to be able to do it. We tried to do some baseball and softball games. It seemed like every time I go down there, we'd be threatened with rain. Go get a new one. Just because we say we want one. So we do apologize for not giving you more baseball and softball games. Okay, 110-meter high hurdle boys in the West Division. And running out of lane 6 will be Justin Hodge for London. Lane 5, Eric Lobeo from Grandview. Anthony Davis will run out of lane 4. Run out of lane 3 will be Matt Stanley from Bexley. Brian Carver from Jonathan Alder in 2. And in lane 1, Josh Chapin. And I didn't even hear the guy give the names of these. And here they come. It's going to be a race between Bexley and Grandview is going to take it. And London's going to end up with a 3rd out of it, with a 16.3 at that race. I tell you what, from what I've seen so far, Carl, the girl Strobel has outrun the boys. Unless that clock was off, and I don't think it was. That's smoking.
First call, East boys 100-meter dash. Second call, West girls 100-meter dash.
Getting for the second heat of the 110-meter hurdles for boys. In lane 1, we have Ifron Khan from London. In lane 2, Brandon Smalley from Washington Courthouse. Lane 3, Zach Kocher from West Jeff. Lane 4, Kai White Grant from Grandview. In lane 5, Alan Goldberg from Bexley. This is not fair. I have to say these names. You never heard them before. And lane 6, Bruce Garver from Jonathan Alder. So we'll be concentrating on lane 1, lane 3, and lane 6. That'll be the middle lane and 2 end lanes for Madison County runners. I have a tendency to get Bexley and Grandview's colors mixed up. And Washington Courthouse there in blue also. I believe they might have white tops.
Excuse me.
Runners getting set into blocks now.
Lane 1 in there.
London's in lane 1. Con.
Yeah, that's the only song that, well, that song, the guy song. That was the song that was sang by a guy.
Runners are getting set. The gun is up. And here we go. Here's the gun. We have a race. And West Jeff is going to be in this pretty good, looks like. Go ahead, West Jeff. West Jeff, and I think it's Grandview. It's going to be a race between West Jeff and Grandview. Come on, Jeff. West Jeff's going to come in second place. The race went off at 15.6, and I believe London Con came in 5th place.
Where at, Chris?
Good run.
Chris. Right. Right back.
That was Josh Chafe from West Jeff. He's a pretty good athlete, too.
Yeah.
Way to go, Josh. We're proud of you. And by the way, this is just the qualifiers, isn't it, Carl? Today we're having all qualifiers, so this is not... They still have another chance tomorrow to show their wares and their speed and come out here and win this race. We're getting set up now for the 100-meter dash. I believe it's starting out with the girls. And I'm down. We're getting ready for the final. We just had the final call for the West girls 100-meter dash. And for London this time, we'll have Crystal Strobel run out of lane 4. Lane 6 will have Laura Pickens from West Jeff. And lane 1 will be Angela Nunemaker from Jonathan Alder. Those are the 3 that we want to watch from Madison County. Ashley Gloyd from Grandview will be running out of lane 2. Tonetta Browerder from Washington Courthouse. Aaron Boyd from Bexley will be in lane 5. So we're looking at lane 1, lane 4, and lane 6. And I'll see if I can give you my 100-meter dash is held by Christy Smith of Bexley. A record of 12.4. I was thinking if Smiths were still running this year. Oh, they got a Crystal Smith in the next heat, Carl.
They can't beat them twins. They got to be in Bradford.
I don't know whether it's the twins or not, but I tell you what, I watched them in basketball this past season. They had a couple girls from Bexley, and the girls from London are telling me, for the track meet, that that's who they fear the most in the league is the Bexley team because of the Smith girls. But I'm only listing one, Crystal Smith, should be in the next heat. They're down. And then once again, Crystal Strobel she does not come out of the blocks. She's in a standing position. She doesn't use blocks. It looks like blocks from here, but her parents told me she didn't. Look at this Smith. This is Bexley, and she's running away with it. Right behind her is Grandview, and Strobel's running behind. 12-4 that one went in. Those girls were stepping, Carl.
Boys, 100-meter dash. Second call, West boys, 100-meter dash.
And the winner of that one was Bexley, Aaron Boyd. And Grandview ran a close second. Those are the girls that London said they were afraid of. Must have been Aaron Boyd. And as we get ready to pick up the second heat, for the second heat, 100-meter dash girls. And the places to watch this time will be in same numbers. Lane 1 will be Perry from West Jeff. Lane 5 be Roller from London, and lane 6 will be Houston from Jonathan Alder. We have Sexton from Grandview in lane 2, Crystal Smith from Bexley. So the two to watch, I think, is going to be the ones, as far as I think are favored for this race, will be Crystal Smith and Shauna Colley from Washington Courthouse. Washington Courthouse, I'm thinking they had a girl last year in the state that they're looking forward to going back to the state again this year. And that's a good start. Here comes Bexley running off with it again. Bexley, Grandview, London, same way it was the last one. Bexley, Grandview, and London. Time of 12:07.
Final call, East.
So that's
100-meter dash.
100-meter dash for the girls.
Boys,
Our next event will be the 100-meter dash for the boys. With Crystal Strobel. And Crystal, I want to ask you before I say anything about the track meet, how was your week?
Bad last night.
Really? What happened?
My house flooded.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I heard you lost everything.
Just about.
I'm sorry to hear that, but you didn't. You stayed high on it, and you made up for it today. How about that new record you just set?
I feel good about it.
Feel good? Yeah, it looked like you were really smooth going across there. Can we look forward to seeing you in the state?
I hope so.
You hope so.
Hope so.
Anything you want to tell your teammates?
I love them.
All right. Thanks a lot. Crystal Strobel, who just, what was that, 15 what?
7.
15-7, just set a new meet record up here. Thanks, Crystal, and keep going.
Thanks.
All right, bye, hon.
Bye.
Interview with Crystal Strobel. Like I say, she just broke the
First call, West
her own record
girls, 400
with a
meter dash.
15-7.
First call, West girls, 400-meter dash.
We're looking for to see her in the state. We hope she's able to make it. And we hope everything works out okay for after she got flooded out of her house the other night. These rains are just taking over everything. We're getting ready for the first heat of the 100-meter dash. And the lanes we want you to keep an eye on as far as Madison County is lane 1 was Francis and from Jonathan Alder. Lane 3 was Clerk, Roger Clerk from London. And West Jeff, John Lintner, lane 2. So lanes 1, 2, 2, and 3. Jonathan Alder, West Jeff, and London. Those are the 3 lanes we want to keep an eye on. This Clerk is pretty quick in 40, I believe, short distance. I don't know how he is when it comes to stretching out to 100. So we'll soon find out. start. I see you probably got some heads in your way there, walking down through the bleachers. Lane 1, 2, and 3.
First call, boys high jump. First call, girls long jump.
And they're off with a good start. And who we got out front here? We got Clerk leading the pack so far. And he's stroking. Lane 1, 2, and 3. Clerk's going to run away with it with a time of 11-2. 11-2 for Clerk. I don't know what the record is for the boys. Let's see if I can find it here. I think I have it.
We're ready for the girls long jump, East and West Division. Boys high jump, East and West Division.
That might have tied the record.
Girls distance.
Fred Lester had the 100-meter dash record with 11-2
Boys
from
shot
London.
put, East
So that
and
might have
West.
tied the record. If I read it right, it tied the record. Go, boy. Meter dash. And the lanes for Madison County to watch are Lane 1 with Flowers from West Jeff, Lane 4 DJ Jackson from London, and Lane 6 Jim Bayless from Jonathan Alder. Lane 2 has a Frank from Grandview, and Lane 3 Barker from Bexley. Washington Courthouse has a Mizaki. They've been given the okay to start the race by Mr. Nance, who is the athletic director of London. Does a fine job. I'd also like to say hello to Dave Holland out there. Dave Holland is, I believe, the athletic director, or he's one of the administrative directors over at West Jeff, who was very strong in getting Marta Canivas hired as the track coach. And I go way back with Dave Holland. He was the athletic director when I had that youth basketball program, and he is really for the kids. So Dave, keep up the good work, and we love you over here in London. Guns up, runners set. It's a race. And DJ Jackson is cutting up the middle. He's being run by Bexley. Bexley runner. Lennon could come in second. Another 11-2. It's going to be a race tomorrow.
Final call, girls East Division, 400-meter dash. Final call, girls East Division, 400-meter dash.
11-2. These guys are kind of speeding up a little bit, Carl.
East Division, 400-meter dash.
Had Clerk with 11-2. And Bexley, where's he at? Barker with 11-2.
Is that wind at 80?
No.
No wind.
The wind is like a crosswind. It's coming at our backs. So I wouldn't say it was wind aided. Let me go down here. Into the long jump as Roger Clerk attempts to get him another first place. He got a good distance there. No foul. I think he's going to be all right. It's too bad we don't know what the distance is. Can't read lips. So you're saying we just run the 400-meter dash?
Yeah.
They got all this mixed up. They got the 800 and then the 1600. Having Roger Clerk make his second attempt at the long jump. We'll play between him and the 400-meter dash for the girls. Here goes Roger now. Looks like he got off good. And I'm saying he went about 16 feet. I don't know. Okay, Carl, if you want to West Division 400-meter dash. And for London, we have Tamika Martin, who will be in lane 4. For West Jeff, we have Heidi Mitchfielder. She's be in lane 2. And Jonathan Alder, Meg Martindale in lane 1. For Bexley, we have Susan Buckham. She'd be in lane 3. I know I'm mixing you up. And Maggie Neuter from Washington Courthouse. And Kelly Glasser from Grandview. All right. So we're getting ready for the 400-meter dash, heat number 1. 400-meter dash, heat number 1. Let me see if I can get you a record on this. Crystal Smith with a time of 46.8, 400 meters. And from the way it looks, we're going to have another Bexley runner run off at this.
Second call,
Susan
West
Buckham.
Boys 400-meter dash. West Boys.
She really stretched out there.
Second call.
Got Tamika Martins running in 3rd place. She looked like she was gaining some ground there for a minute as Grandview just cleared the bar. Kind of get the crowd into it. They don't have a height there today. Maybe be on tomorrow. No, we don't have it tomorrow. Martin's fighting for 2nd place. Bexley's going to win it, going away. Martin, I don't know if she has enough or not. Oh, here comes Martin. She's got that little kick. She's going to do it. 10:13 was the race time. Martin ends up with a 2nd place, so she'll advance to tomorrow's races. Way to go, Tamika. Good job.
Joe, where are we going to throw? Emily, we're going to get the dark. No, crap.
I'll clear something up here. Carl just brought it to my attention. I gave you the wrong record time for this heat, for this event, and it's 60.9 is what it was. Now we're going into the 2nd heat, and then we have Jonathan Alder with Star Smith in lane 1, with Raquel Smith in lane 3 from London, and West Jeff's Laura Pickens. I don't know how Laura Pickens runs, but I know that she's a competitor. Matter of fact, I don't see a West Jeff runner out there. I think West Jeff scratched on this one. We've only got 5 runners. It's a pretty good race going here so far, with Bexley taking the lead and London falling in right behind her. Raquel Smith. Raquel or Rachel, whichever one, is running 2nd. Bexley, Mary Brennan.
Good luck, Christopher! Good luck, Christopher!
And let's see. Smith looks like she's got a little kick there, Carl. She might. Got those long legs. She's stretching. Go ahead, girl. Catch up. You can do it. And Bexley's going to make it in. Time of 10:102.9. .9.
Final call, East Boys 400-meter dash.
For 400-meter dash, boys, West Division. And the people to watch here in the Madison County area are Dallas Moyer from Jonathan Alder, Drew Dwyer, and Dallas Moyer's in lane 1. Lane 3 will be Drew Dwyer from London, and West Jeff, John O'Reilly in lane 2. Lanes 1, 2, and 3 are the Madison County teams to watch. We have Dallas Holbrook from Washington Courthouse in 4, Adam Wood in 5 from Bexley, and Jeremy Grace in 6 from Grandview.
Girls 300-meter hurdle. Second call, East girls 300-meter hurdle.
And we got a race down the backstretch as once again I'm not sure who that is, Carl. Is that Bexley or Grandview up front? Bexley, I believe. Bexley's got the lead. Drew Dwar's fighting for second as they round the third turn. Headed for the stretch to home. And here comes that long run down the final leg, and Dwyer's picking it up. He was holding back. Here comes Dwyer. He looks strong. That's that football player from London. Can he do it? It's going to be a wide. It's going to be a tape. Did he make it? 53.3. And I think he did. I saw the London crew over there. Yeah, it looks like the London crew is giving him the okay there. 400-meter dash was held by Olin Tangi with a time of 49.6. This one was running 53.3. So we got Dwyer qualified for the finals. 400-meter dash boys division. And the lanes to watch here, we have in lane 2, Jason Howell from West Jeff. In lane 3, Farmwall from Jonathan Alder. In lane 5, DJ Jackson from London. The rest of the field has Andy Butler from Grandview, Chris Beach from Bexley, and Scott Horvath from Washington Courthouse. And the gun is up. Runners in place. I believe we have a race. We do. We have a race. Jackson's kicking out awful hard early in the race, Carl. Do you run that fast this early in the 400 meter?
Sprint.
Yeah, that's what they call it. He may have the endurance to do it. He's a strong looking young man. Jackson got the lead. I believe Jonathan Alder's running about third. Jonathan Alder's going to make a race out of this. West Jeff is stretching back at fifth. Once again, West Jeff is their first year for a long time of not having track, I think. And here we come up the back stretch, the finals, and lane choice kind of showed up. GJ looked like he's running out of gas. And I believe Jonathan Alder's going to win this. Jonathan Alder, Bexley, and London with a time of 53.3. Same time we had the last one, Carl. Both heats running 53.3. London ended up third in that one and first in the first heat. So I think we may have two people in the race tomorrow. Be a good race tomorrow. And we're getting ready for some hurdles, so we'll be down here for a second. First heat of the 300-meter low hurdles. And the lanes we'll watch right now, and really you can't really tell, I don't think. But we have Gloyd from Grandview in 1, McCoy from West Jeff in 2, Smith from Bexley in 3, and I think Smith holds the record of 46.8. Jennifer Lawhorn from London in 4, Pond from Washington Courthouse in 5, and Culver from Jonathan Alder in 6. And I'm watching this Smith. She just glides over them like they're like a deer. London's running second, running to Bexley and London. As they round the far turn, coming down the home stretch, it's Bexley and London. Smith is starting to stretch it out. She holds the record with 46.8. Jennifer Lawhorn will be second. We got a 47.5. 47.5 for today. London ended up in second place in that heat. As we prepare for the second heat, in lane 1, we have Elias from Jonathan Alder, Wallers from Washington Courthouse, Johnson from London, Christy Johnson from London, Tapan from Bexley, Iverson from Grandview, and Sherry Skelton from West Jeff. Are we picking up pretty good at that long distance? Good. I'm going to bring a monitor to Saturday with me, and so I can hopefully see what we're doing too. Hands up. Second heat, 300-meter low hurdles. And here we go, and London is running a close second right now. Looks like we got, not sure who that blue is up front. Of course, Grandview, okay. Of course, it's kind of hard to tell who's up front right now. You have to watch when they clear the hurdles. Right now we got London taking the lead. Huh? Christy Johnson. Christy stretches out pretty good there, Carl. She's a pretty good sized girl. And she got a time of 50.1. So London will be well represented in the finals tomorrow. 50.1 for that race. Christy Johnson. Who we got, Carl?
Justin Hodge. They must have switched up.
Must have switched up. If it is, Justin Hodge is in red for London. Maybe they bypassed the boys' East Division.
They must not have
So we have to apologize for that because we didn't know. Hodge is going to finish 5th. The race went in a time of 46.8, I believe. We have to apologize for that because we didn't know we was waiting on the East Division to run. And evidently maybe they don't have enough runners in this. They don't need to run prelim. Yeah, I didn't hear him announce it though. And in the second division, Eric Johnson will be running for London. In the second division, we got Eric Johnson, Eric Lobeo from Grandview, Kocher from West Jeff.
Kiera's ready to jump too.
Let's catch that. Let's catch the long jump with Kiera Wilson. See if we can catch that. I think we have 2 long jumpers in Kiera and who did you say the other one was? Christy Johnson. Christy Johnson just running the last hurdle race, so she'll have to warm up some, loosen up. I'll keep an eye on the hurdle race here, and we'll see if we can catch Kiera on her jump.
First call, East Girls 200-meter dash. First call, East Girls.
Jonathan Alder has Garver running 6th place in the 300-meter low hurdles. Carl, I tell you, trying to keep up with everything going on here, it's a trip. There's Kiera. She's on the track runway. Here she goes. Jumping for London. Looks like a pretty good jump, Carl. Solid jump. She landed flat.
What?
Get a close-up reaction of her. Okay, Carl, we'll bring it around and get the race. Here we go with the 400-meter boys. Like I say, for London, we've got Eric Johnson in lane 1. And West Jeff, we have Kocher in lane 3. And Jonathan Alder, we have Garver in lane 6. Those are your Madison County choices. London's not looking too strong in the 300 low hurdles. And West Jeff is right up in there. They're going to run a tight second, maybe. He better pick it up, though. Oh, and West Jeff might have won it. I think West Jeff come out on top on that.
They might need a replay on that one.
You think he might need a replay?
He might not even.
What do you think happened?
He might not even. He never crossed the finish line. He was laying down on the ground. Those others might have passed him.
He's saying there's something wrong with that hurdle. I don't know what could be wrong.
We need the hurdles
They're calling for the hurdle crew to get him off the track. We don't really know what happened.
West girls 200-meter dash.
Maybe we'll pick up the winners of this in a little bit.
Second call East girls 200-meter dash.
But from what I've seen, I think West Jeff might have pulled that one off. Her long jump attempt. Oh, maybe she's just getting a run through, Carl. Like I say, you don't know what's going on, so we wasn't taking the chances on missing that. We tried to pick it up. They're getting for the East, ready for the East Division.
We found a
girls 200-meter dash.
If somebody lost a car key, why report to the press box and we'll give it back to you.
We don't know if this is a regular jump or not. Another London girl jumping. Name, Carl? Christy Johnson.
They'll run through.
Practice run through. Next we have up will be Kiara Wilson. And Kiara's headed down the runway for her second jump. There's no way that London can win if them other girls are jumping from the other line, Carl, and still jumping just as far. Okay. Direct your attention to the 200-meter run, 200-meter dash. First heat for the West Division girls. Nunnemeger from Jonathan Alder, Pickens from West Jeff, Christy Smith from Bexley, that'd probably be the one to watch. Rachel Smith from London, Colley from Wilson Courthouse, and Gloyd from Grandview. London in the red, Jeff in the yellow, brown and yellow colors. Jonathan Alder in the black and red. And here comes Smith turning it on. Bexley. I got a feeling she probably holds the record. Here comes London. London's picking it up. Rachel Smith will get a second. 26.7 time on that. Rachel Smith picked up a second place. So she'll be in the race tomorrow in the finals.
West shot put. Boys West shot putters warm-up time.
Second heat of 200-meter dash girls. Hudson from Jonathan Alder will be in lane 1. Mitch Fielder from West Jeff will be in lane 2. Tamika Martin will be in lane 5, and she's from London. Broder from Washington Courthouse in 3. Buckham, Bexley's in 4, and Katie Wiseman from Grandview is in 6. Once again, London's red, West Jeff yellow and brown, Alder black and red. And we got a race here. I'm sure we got lane 3 has got the lead so far. Washington Courthouse, that's the girl I was thinking about that ran. I think she ran in the state last year. Tamika Martin's going to get a third. Got a time of 26.5. Tamika Martin run third place in that. So I think she's probably got her spot in the race tomorrow. 26.5. Who's that going nuts? Oh, I'm still alive once again. Kara Wilson stretching, getting ready to make that trip down the runway for her third and probably final attempt. The final jump. London still has Christy Johnson yet to jump. Here we go. No way of telling how far she jumped, but it looked like they may have scratched it. Looked like she fouled. Okay. We got enough tape to pick up this West Jeff runner. We got a West Jeff jumper here. Not sure who it is. Okay. Pick up the 300 meter, 200 meter dash. And we have in this place from Madison County, we have Flowers from West Jeff, Drew Dwyer from London, and Farmwell from Jonathan Alder. Flowers will be in lane 1, Dwyer in lane 3, and Farmwell in lane 5 from Jonathan Alder. And we got a good start. Here we go. I hear the chant down there. Drew, Drew, Drew. It's going to be a race for home. Drew looks like he gets stronger, Carl, as he goes. I don't think he can catch this young man from Bexley. Drew got a second, time of 23.7. So he qualified. I think he kind of let up there at the end. He qualified, though. Qualified for the finals. Hey, and now we draw your attention to the long jump once again. I believe Christy Johnson is going to make a live attempt here. Not bad. She went from the first line, Carl, or the second line back. She made it into the pit. Looked like that could be dangerous because that edge of that pit is just a few feet from where they're landing. You hit that pit, like you could break a ankle, break a leg. We're getting set for the second meet of the 200 meter dash. And for London, we have Roger Clark. I think Roger won the 100 in his heat. And I think he tied the meet record up here. Also, we have Doug Wallace from Jonathan Alder, John Lentner from West Jeff, Joe Barker from Bexley, Larison from Grandview, and Moore from Worcester Courthouse. Madison County lanes to watch are 1 with Wallace, 2 Lentner from West Jeff, and 3 Clark. Lanes 1, 2, and 3. That will be the lanes closest to the inside of the track. And Christy Johnson should be up here shortly for another long jump. We'll try our best to get that in there. How many more events we got today, Coach? How many more events? This is it? Yeah, okay. This is the last event for today. Huh? Christy? She made it into the pit again. Looks like a pretty good jump. That's not bad for girls, I don't imagine. Like I said, Christy, she's made like a runner and a jumper. She could go somewhere in track. And we go back to the 200 as I've been advised by my cameraman. If any of this pictures and stuff doesn't look good to you, jump on Carl.
We're trying something new.
We're trying something new. We definitely are. And it's really neat. We had another fixture to our camera, and it makes it look like you're right in the NBC studios. Here we go. Clark's off to a pretty good start. And it looks like Clark and London and Bexley right now. It should even up on his turn. Here they come down the runway. down the stretch, and it's Bexley's going to step out on this, and that boy's got some long legs, Carl. 22.9. Clerk running second, got him a spot for tomorrow, or for Saturday.
And qualifiers for Saturday in the 100-meter hurdles, girls East Division. Lane 1, Jennifer Williams, Utica. Lane 2, Tony Kuhn, Olentangy. Lane 3, Shannon Kreitz, Olentangy.
And with the exception of this long jump, I think we're just about finished for today. I hope you enjoy this. Try to get up to the meet. There's Chris, jump by Christy.
Lane 7,
Christy Johnson.
Licking Valley.
Try to get up to the meet Saturday. We're going to try to, hopefully this is being seen Friday.
The 100-meter
And you can come up tomorrow and watch the finals. They start in the morning, should be done by around noon, so you can have a good time watching your favorite people running. We are at Delaware. This is Ohio Wesleyan, at Ohio Wesleyan College. Very easy to find. Just come up 42 to Delaware and get off at the first exit. And you can see the stadium from the freeway, or from Route 23. Come on out and support these kids. I think you'll have a good time and really enjoy it.
In the 110-meter
So as for now,
boys West Division.
I don't know if you can pick me up here or not, Carl.
Jonathan Alder.
But as for now, we want you to know we're having a great time bringing these events to you. Saturday will probably be our last event before we end up doing football again, but we're going to get better. We appreciate you watching it. Give us some feedback. We thank you. And until Saturday, see you. Wouldn't want to be you. Good night.